What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Nice hook. A perfect counter shot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. The straight right just misses. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Skill being displayed here between these two middleweights. Nobody home with that hook. He blocks the uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot. On to the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. A swing and a miss with the left hook. Can't land the jab there. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. He missed with that jab. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Pretty dominant round there. And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at a middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Missing with the hook. These punches coming from every angle. Beautiful counter shot. They both want the knockout. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Whoa, wait a minute. Can the Dark Destroyer get out of this dark place? They've got the momentum. Here's the bell to start round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
This is a high-octane battle. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Straight right just misses. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. last round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nigel Benn has been rocked. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. There's the bell to start round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Power is obviously the great equalizer. Did you see that? Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. And he scores with the counter. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing. Oh, right there. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. How is this? Whoa, wait a minute. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Did you see that? Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to... Oh, my word. Down goes RJJ. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
That's... 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's see how the game... Round 7, here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Good idea, but misses with the left hook. As we enter the final frames of this bout. Did you see that? The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. Did you see that? Oh no! Nigel Benn in big trouble. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nigel Benn has been rocked. Nigel Benn down. Can you believe it? You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Where did that...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you continue.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
A shot from the gods took him out.
still got outbid in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back. There's the bell to start round 8. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the...
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What a dominant performance, and it